Hey guys, this is Mika Coleman with Tax Deed and Overage Education. And I just want to do a video on, well, not the tax deed auction, but I thought I would share this information with you for those that are wanting to invest in tax deeds. I was like, this is actually very informative because I noticed that a lot of the websites don't have this, and it says attention investors. Do you guys see this? It says announcements. I'm going to highlight it. It says attention investors, do your research. I don't know how many times I've said that to people on the video and to my students. It says tax deed sales are not for the uninformed. It is imperative that anyone interested in participating in a tax deed sale performs due diligence, including a full title and lien search prior to bidding on any property. Prospective bidders should not solely rely on this website and or its links for information about a property. It says Broward County does not guarantee the condition of any property. So I wanted to touch on this. I just cannot believe that like April is tomorrow. So I'm actually going to miss out on the auction because it actually is the first Tuesday. But I just wanted to kind of reiterate for those that are investing in tax deeds. It's a very, very important that you do your research. I had a few students invest in Florida. This particular county is Broward County. And some of the interesting things about Florida is a lot of times they do not forgive the liens. So when you're investing, make sure, like it says right here, tax deed sale perform due diligence, including full title and lien search. So a lot of times people ask me, okay, well, how do I find out about the liens? There's several different ways. There's the freeway, not the freeway you drive, but a way that you can find out about the liens for free, or you can pay for them. So there's two ways to pay for it. You could either get a title rep. If you have a good relationship, some title reps will let you know, or you could just go down to the county and look up the property and it'll tell you all the liens. So that's like the freeway, actually like physically driving there. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about this video, you guys. So I actually was looking at the overage, and um, I cannot believe I do not. The reason why I'm sharing this is because I do not do Broward County. It's one of the biggest counties. I don't want to say one of the biggest counties, but I should say one of the most popular counties in Florida. And as you guys can see, the winning bids are like 220, 134, 270. They got a lot of high ones here. And all I want to say is I learned something yesterday. So this is what this video really is about, is sharing some new information that I learned, because I feel like in this business, I'm always learning something new. Now, I always tell my new students like to stay away from big counties like this because number one, the information is ready available. So that means every granddaddy, grandpa, great great uncle, anybody could get this information. But you still have to do your research. Like you'd have to find the parcel. Like they don't have all the information here, but trust me, I know that there's someone in this county that's probably already working this. But what I wanted to talk about is that, do you guys see this column right here where it says Homestead? It says it right here. I guess I can't highlight it, but it says Homestead. Wait a minute. I'm gonna click that again. Oh, look. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I just learned something. I just clicked on that. You guys see all of these that say Homestead? Yes, yes, yes. And they're all six figure. Holy smoke. Okay. So, yeah. So for those that want to go against the sharks by any means, if you know how to do overages, these are some good overages. As you guys can see, there's some good ones here. They're all six figures. Some are less than others, but there are some really good ones. But the whole thing I want to share about this video is like what I've learned the other day. So I am venturing into new territories, like, doing probates. I think a while ago, probably like a couple of years ago, I was like, I stay away from like dead people or probates. But as the overages get a little bit slimmer, or counties that I'm used to working aren't as good, I have to venture off. You got to change it up. They say, sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. So I'm like, okay, let me try some of these uncomfortable overages. And one of the things that I discovered the other day, as you guys can see, I'm like totally floored by this Homestead, and it says all of these say yes. What I learned the other day is actually, I'm handling a probate case, by the way, of an overage. And I used to say I highly would not suggest them. However, if you're a novice at real estate, then I say yes. But if you're new, I would say no, because it does take time and it does take a little bit more work and effort. But as I was trying to fill out the probate and find an attorney and a paralegal, which involves like a lot of paperwork, I came across the homestead. And for those that don't know what a homestead is, if you have a property, you do definitely want to file a homestead because it protects your property from creditors. So, like if you file a homestead on your property and like there's debt that's owed, they can't come after your property. So why is this relevant to the overages? Is because if it's homestead, if there are any liens or anything, they can't collect on the overage. So I was like, holy smoke, are you kidding me? Now, I haven't tested this. This is something that someone told me from the county and I read on the website, but I'm like, I know I used to sell homesteads. It's literally like notarizing a document. You guys could look it up and do your research. Um, like I lived in California, so that's what it meant in California. Whereas like now I live in Texas, and when it comes to tax deed sales, if the property is homestead, then the person has 2 years to come back and redeem the property. But as far as what I'm talking about right here, as you guys can see, this list of overages, all of them are pretty much six-figure, pretty nice chunks. That means that if there are any liens, they cannot take away from this overage. And I'm like, holy smoke, look at all of these. Yes, that means they're homestead. So like when you file, that is what you're going to get, is whatever the opening bid minus the winning bid. But if you guys notice right here, it does these numbers, they don't deduct the surplus. So you got to, get your calculator out and deduct the amount from the opening bid to the winning bid. But these right here let you know that you don't have to worry about any creditors or debtors coming to take the money because it's homestead. And I'm just going to click that again and see, look, it has a whole bunch of no's that aren't homestead, which means that collectors or creditors can come after if they know about this property being sold and there are overages, then they could come and collect. That's just like my 2 cents on what I learned as I'm filing a probate for an overage so that I can help the claimant actually get all the funds. So some counties require you to do probate. So anyway, I learned that the other day and I was so excited because the property is homestead. So that means that I can get the total amount and I don't have to worry about anyone coming to try to get it. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on what I learned about homestead properties. And if those are interested, this is Broward County. Hope this video helps. I know I kind of rambled on. I didn't really have like a specific like goal. I just really wanted to just talk about homestead, but I thought it was really interesting to talk about tax deeds in the beginning. So anyway, I hope this video helps. If this video was informative, please like or subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave comments below. Thank you.